Well, people, I went fishing last night, caught a few nice carp. I did film an intro to the video. I've just gone to edit the video. And Lexi was sat next to me filming with the camera on me. And I was telling you about what we was doing. We was going to go surface fishing, where we was going. Spoke for a few minutes and, you know, built the scene, showed the weather coming in, some nice views and that. Lexi didn't film none of it, but she did film this. So thanks, Lexi, for not filming any of my intro. Well, I don't think she'd have done it on purpose. She might not have pressed record. So it is what it is. There's no issues. Like, it's kind of funny. But she had the phone on me all the way. And then she must have thought, oh, I'll have Dad and I'll record that. Anyway, I went to Linnegores Fishery. So I was going to do a bit of surface fishing. But it was a bit windy. So I decided to do a bit of float fishing. And, well, this happened. Enjoy. So this is the mix I'm going to be using. Oh yeah, it's changed, by the way. It was going to be surface fishing. I've just had a look down. There's too much wind on the water. So I'm going to put a bag of 6 mils in, or 4 mils. Oh, it's a bit awkward holding the camera. Bag of them. That rubbish will go in the bin, by the way. They're 4 mils and these are 6 mils. We're just going to fish over these like a worm or a bit of meat, or maybe a prawn or something, but this is the only bait I'll be throwing in. I'm going to chuck this in there, make a bit of a mix up. I'm going to try catch some of them scaly carp. Some nice carp in here. I've had a few nice ones. I'll show you a few pictures now. I've had a few nice carp in here, so we're just going to do a bit of float fishing. We've only got like 2 hours fishing. If I can get a carp or 2, happy days. But it's going to be fishing over that stuff. The lake's empty. The lake's empty, and that is a good old mix there. So I'll see you at the lake. So boys and girls, ladies and gents, I've picked this spot in the corner. There's nobody on the lake. Feel blessed. Feel absolutely blessed. Obviously, cradle is important. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fish in this corner. Keep it nice and simple. I'm just going to fish just in the open there. I don't want to go too close to them or them. Should I hit something big and it runs, I don't want to hit it over there to go in. I'll hit it there. I've got a bit of area here. The wind, it's actually died down a bit now. The wind was bad there, and these lilies seem to break the wind, so I had a little bit of a calm spot here. Plus the wind's trickling in, so the bait will come in. And it's a little bit of a sun trap, because the sun's going to go around there in a minute. So it's a little bit of a warm area. Carp being cold-blooded, like to keep warm, as we all know. And I've seen some fizzing, some bubbles and some swirls, so this is the starting point. As I say, a decent net and cradle is required. Just using the little Shimano reel onto the Shimano rod. It's about 1 3/4 test curve. Just a little waggler float. It's a Nash Van Claw hook on. And I'm just going to be flicking some baits. Just where off to flick that, just where off through them freebies. Just see if we can get a bite or two. I don't know how the lake's fishing. It's getting colder now, as we all know. The carp tend to switch off a little bit. But I'm not going to lie, it's not an hard lake to fish. It's not necessarily easy, but it's not like one of them carp syndicates where you wait all day for a bite. There's a very good chance for a few carp from here. Be nice to get a scaly one, a linear or a fully scaled. Give me a linear or a fully scaled, that would be amazing. But yeah, so I'm going to set the camera on the tripod. The wind is bad. I don't know what you're going to hear. The sun is in my face. I feel all... How are we doing this? Where can I talk? Better? The wind is in my face. The sun is in my face. Let's hope I can get a load of carp in my face. But yeah, just going to set the camera up, and I'm just going to let it roll for a couple hours while I float fish, and what happens, happens. You'll see it with me. I've just seen a carp crash out there. Totally the other end of the lake from where I am. But as you can see, if I move my hand from there, the wind is pretty bad. So let's get set up. Let's rock and roll. So first cast, I tried to flick it into where I baited up, and well, I went straight up the tree. It happens, don't it? With my hook well and truly wedged into the branch of the tree, I had no choice but to go down, get on my hands and knees and lean over the water on a little bit of tree to try and get the hook out, hoping that I wouldn't fall in. What a brilliant start, John. You know I show every video how it is. First cast, it's gone completely round behind me, and I've hooked the tree on the bank, don't even hit the water. There's fishing in it. So the first cast was in, and it didn't take long. Watch that float. You ready, people? Oh, he's not ready. You ready, people? The fish is tensing. Don't think he wants to be seen. Oh, don't want to hold him till he's stopped. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Nice, yeah? Oi. Not the biggest, but he's nice. You know what? I ain't even going to stress this fish out anymore. I'm going to get him back because he don't want to be held. Time for another. Bosh in the net. Don't think he's quite as big as the other, but they're all welcome. Ready to see the prize? They are beautiful fish though, aren't they? Absolutely stunning. Catch these all day long. It's not about how big they are or how easy they are or how hard they are to catch. It's all about getting a bend in that rod. When you're somewhere like this with nobody else around you, catching fish like this, heaven in it. Right, let's get this one back. So I'm after his big Auntie Betty. That's what I'm after. Big Auntie Betty with loads of big scales down the back. Blip blip.
Time to go again. Let's see what can grace my net this time.
Oh, that's a better one. That's a better one. Oh no, I'm being done. Walk backwards, walk backwards, walk backwards, John. Walk backwards, walk backwards. Come on. Woohoo! That's a good tip as well. If ever your fish are going towards the lilies or the snags, instead of trying to pump and wind, just slowly walk backwards. It normally just gets them away from the danger. I really can't give the fish no more than that on this setup, see look, it's just so light. Oh, it's a nice ghosty, this one. This could actually be the ghosty that I've was on about this ghosty the other month over there. I'm quiet now because I think this could be the ghosty. The ghosty. I think I know this fish. Fishing with the boys over there the other month. We kept seeing the ghosty going around having the dog biscuits and we tried to catch it. I think this is it, boys. I'm sorry, I think I got it. If I can get it in. Come on, baby. Brace yourself in Gamekeeper John's net. It is. It's not in the net yet though. It is the ghosty. Come on. Come on. Come on. Well boys, I got the ghosty that we sent over there. It's not massive, but he's alright. Got the ghosty. Right, let's have a look at him. Right, I've got the ghosty. This is an old friend of mine. I've had him before. It's one everybody sees swimming around because he's just really pale and white coloured. He's not ready to come up yet. We'll give the lad a bit of water. You've got to keep your fish wet. They've got a protective slime across them, they have. If you get dry, it can really damage them. I.e. you should never pick a fish up with a rag, or you should never pick it up with dry hands. Never put it in a dry cradle in the summer, all that. The fish has always got to be wet. And have a look at this one. This is the ghosty. Don't want to come up, yeah? You ready for him? You ready for him? Oh, you don't want to come up, yeah? You don't want to come up. Right, come on, baby. Lexi lad's here. Just come down to see me. Right, here we go. That's the ghosty one. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fish. Get him back down in the cradle. I am, you okay, Lex? I am more than happy with that one. Nice. Well, the phone battery was low, so I've had to cut it off, but it looks like we've got a linear on one of the fish that I wanted. Right at the depth. Oh, it is a linear as well. That's a zipline, that is. I've had that one before. That is a beautiful fish. Let's see if we can get him in the net then. I'm going to cut this phone off, try and get this one in the net. Check this one out. Zip linear. Fin perfect. No breaks in the line of scales. Absolutely perfect linear, this one. Today couldn't get better. That linear carp was like the very, very last cast. And I said at the beginning of the video, I love a linear, so can't complain at that, can I? While we're on the carp fishing subject, would you like to see some proper carp fishing? Like fishing for the big carp? Because I've done a lot in the past, caught loads and loads of big carp, all different types, like spending a couple of days on the lake, bivvies up, bite alarms, all the stuff and that. Would you like to see some? Drop in the comments. I might do a couple of, like, you know, 2-nighters or 24-hour sessions, film it all as a blog and see if we can get into some of these big ones, because I used to do a lot. I used to do loads of big carp fishing, used to spend days and days and days away. I've got all the stuff for it. I know what I'm doing. Well, I'm not saying I know what I'm doing, but I catch some. So let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do some of them as well. Of course, the sea fishing will never be going anywhere. Can't wait to get onto them. Yeah, like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Ta-ta.